Let's see who's up today. uh, we're all barely up. I'm still fighting this bloody cold. I don't know what it is. Boy, I cough and it hurts when I cough. Hard to sleep, but we all got our burdens, right? Oh, Allie Tater, morning, great. Jack Scanlon, good morning. Uh, Yes, what I want to really talk about is our thank everybody for applying to our grant. That was over on um, midnight on July 4th, and there were one or two that tried to sneak in late. I think it was our problem or whatever, but check if you got a reply from from filling application. If you didn't, let us know so we could maybe try to do something there. Not positive what we could do. I mean, there's all this, dealing with the robots is really a pain in the butt or a pain in the robot, robot butt, whatever that is. Robin, hi. Uh, Good morning. Yeah, Amy, hi. So we have another one coming up. Okay, so that means when this is over, the $60,000 one, we started another one. So there's an application now available for what month are we in? Okay, so the next one will be June 4th. That June application, the deadline is June 4th for the next application. Okay, so that's up on both websites. And if you don't see it, just ask theirs. Put a It's harder maybe who to ask on Lesko Help too. On Lesko Help on Facebook, I try to answer every the start of all of those. So that's where I try to help people individually is on Lesko Help too. So if you start a discussion there and tell me why you need money or whatever, I mean that's a safer way. You don't get as many as help from all the people as all you get is me, and that's troubling sometimes because it may take me a day or two to get, but I enjoy doing it. Samantha Nichols, thank you. Nice to see you. I hope we're treating you well. I still, it's hard for me to understand what this looks like to other people and how important it is. We got a wonderful um, uh, testimonial today of just people came back, member for a while, then just came back, and she is just overwhelmed on how honest we are and stuff like that. I mean, it was just, and how grateful everybody seems to be, and that's why it just brought home to me more. See, I don't know what this looks like to someone outside. I have a vision myself, and that may or may not be right of what it looks like to other people. So it's nice to hear what other people say about this, and how it helps them or if it helps them. Man, we're just struggling. I struggle every day of my life trying to figure out how the hell I can help somebody. Um, and it's always been that way. So that's why I don't see anything new going on versus what I've been doing 40 years ago. It was the same thing. Just the technology is different, and it seems to be more useful than I have been the way I've been doing it for the. I just got my internet hookup. Thank you for hooking me up with the ACA program. Love it. Oh man, that's so nice, Samantha. Yeah, put a note up somewhere so other people realize that that's the kind of thing that you could get with us. Um, and it's better coming from you than from me. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Uh, and if you want me personally help you with something, go to our Facebook group. And when you belong to one, you really belong to both. Go to the Facebook group. Tell me what you're looking for, so I can concentrate and see how I can really try to help your life, whatever it is. I mean, there's so many resources and tools out there, and it frustrates me that the people who really need them don't know they're there. The rich people will find out about it. That's why I only charge $20. They don't need help. There's too many people in this country who need help. And I think the government should be doing this, not me. I have an application for the first time. Oh, wonderful. That's wonderful. And so that's why to match that up for the people who really need help. And the problem with that, though, is it takes effort. And so I think maybe what the group does versus the way I did it before with banks and, I mean, books and the other stuff that was available. You helped me before I joined. Oh, really? No, why'd you give us money? Why the hell did you join? you got everything you need, Stephanie. That's sweet. Uh, but that's why I see that the members are nice people, and that vibe that members give of unselfish and gratefulness and wanting to help other people. Um, Maybe that's what's different this way than ever. I was so depressed, broke, and joined Lesko, and I smiled ever said, "Holy shit, Samantha, that's a wonderful quote. Oh my God." Oh, please put that up somewhere. Oh, Jenna, I feel it from you. You are that it is just a phenomenal uh, 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 quote. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Mary. Oh, I mean, I've been doing this for 48 years, and nothing has. uh, oh God, that's oh yeah, I gotta get it right. Yeah. Oh man, can you put that up as a separate listing somewhere in testimonials, maybe? I think if you're on Let's Go Help too, on testimonials, on Let's Go Help, we have lots of testimonials on Let's Go Help. On the Facebook one, I mean, there's like 400 or 500, and nothing like anybody said that. That is, it's from the heart because the way you say it, and I've plastered my happiness from Let's Go everywhere. Oh God, you just I turned 55. You're a fucking kid, Samantha. 55. That's nothing. You, that's I'm 80, man. You got a lot of left. I mean, you have at least 30 years left to start a whole new life. That's what's I think the great part about Washington. Let me tell Smiley what you just said. Okay. Uh, there's Smiley.
Hello.
That's it. Okay, this is Samantha. You see it up here? You can't see. She's got shitty eyesight. That's why she still thinks I'm handsome. So that's great. But she got an internet from us and was very thankful.
A computer.
No, actually the service.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then where is it now? Okay, here's Samantha Nichols. I was so depressed, broke, and joined Lesko, and I've smiled ever since.
No.
Wow. I've been thinking, I was talking to her this morning about why people, I don't understand why it's so different, and, and hearing you say that, and then she says, I'm dead ass serious.
Oh, I love it.
That's
like, I love it.
Yeah. And that's just, oh, that I'm gonna unplug and that's enough. My work is done here. Somebody says that. It's just it's so incredible. What the hell did I start with? uh, Need a little help understanding the process. Okay, another Samantha. Okay, yes, that's understandable. Everybody thought I was doomed. Wow. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, the best days I have are the ones I could cry because I know something important happened. I don't unplug, get your ass to work. Thank you. One Let's Go participation award, though, the monthly, oh, wonderful. Uh, so I don't know what the hell am I doing here. And actually, I've been sick for a goddamn week. Never had a flu this long in my life. I used to like having the flu because it's an excuse to stop and just eat ice cream and watch movies until it goes away. But it's a little boring after a day or two. And it's been like 7 now or something. I see around. We have a grandkid that goes to kindergarten somewhere and comes home with all kinds of presents for everybody, all kinds of flus and stuff. And I think he's the spreader. I got CDC after this kid. And it's so funny because his father works for the Surgeon General. That's interesting. And take infrared. Boy, I took something yesterday and it just messed up my brain and sort of relieved the cough a little bit, but I didn't like everything else it did. So I'd rather battle it out with natural stuff instead of some chemicals. That's always going to mess up some. Okay, so the reason I wanted to talk today was we have 3 ways to give you money, okay, and give you help. And we have that money because of you. I never thought that this would be profitable. I've had a bunch of businesses all in the same way and selling this information in different ways. And this is the most profit I've ever seen. We're not big. We just have a handful of people doing this. So I don't have to worry about saving for college for my kids or a house and all that kind of stuff you worried at 30 or 40, 50 years old. So we're giving the profits back to people. And now it's up to about $70,000 a month. We've given like over $700,000 so far out to people. And that's really gratifying for me. And so gratifying, I mean, just look at, I could make Samantha smile. Wow, what better things do we have to do in life? Buy more shit. I don't know. I'd buy more clothes probably, but again, I got a small apartment now I live in. It's hard to find room. Keep thinning the herd. So it's that's why you give me such an opportunity to try to help people. And there's nothing better. So Samantha Stallwood, okay, what you got to do is get a copy of the Meta Grant Report, okay? That's a good place to start. Let me put it here in the, right, okay. Okay. Now what to do, look at items number 1, 2, and 4. That's a good place to start. They help you find out where the basic programs are for everything. So if you need rent and assistance or mortgage, utilities, it has a video explanation of how to go through that process and find all of them. So you don't expect you're just going to find one application and apply, and it doesn't work that way. It's a little more complicated. That's why, Samantha, you don't know what to do because the government doesn't know what to do or how to present it to us. I found a new pair of shoes for the first time in years, being insulted by the SSA giving me the opportunity to live below poverty. Wow. Oh, wonderful. No, I'm a shoe freak myself. I actually don't have many anymore. I have 1 or 2 pairs to wear, and that's about it. But I certainly know the value of dressing up and feeling good. I mean, I see it as, God, if I could wear something that also makes people smile and be happy. Wow. I mean, I want to go down the street and people don't know my work or anything. It just makes them smile and happy. I said, boy, that's terrific. Oh, so Samantha, go to those 3 things. Download on item number 2 is our list of 500 mini grants reports for your state. So that's what you have to do, is find out what's available in your state. So that's a good way. And it's broken up by, excuse me, God. Broken up by area. So if it's spending money, if it's housing, if it's healthcare, it's all the best starting. It's for entrepreneuring and whatever. It's all the best places there. But the best place is start finding how to cover your daily expenses. And the big ones are your rent, your mortgage, utilities. So I have, Mom died 6 months and I was paralyzed. Oh, God. SSA never told me I could draw her health benefits. It's been rough till now. Oh, wow. Yeah. See, nobody the government will tell you anything. That's why I'm trying to. And even when you read something, you probably don't understand it anyway, or understand it the right way. I was an April giveaway winner. Thank you so much. Oh, Amy, that's so wonderful. Now we just put up the. Oh, actually, you saw that. Okay. uh, and we just put up the winners for what? The car. We have I forget how many it is. 15 car grant winners. So we'll be sending you what we need from you on there is your grant. I mean your PayPal. If you have that, if you can set one up easier, that'll make it easier. But if you can't set one up, then you can send us your mailing address, and we'll send you a check. Uh, and you get that information to Magic Mary. And the way to reach Magic Mary is by, what do you call it? Email. God, I got holes all over my brain, just stuff falling out behind me. I gotta take a look what's back left there. It doesn't stay in too much sometimes. Uh, got my internet. I'm so happy I can participate more. Samantha, you're wonderful to say all those kind words. Uh, yeah, Magic is Mary. Whoops, spelled it wrong. I understand. Magic Mary, she's at leskohelp@gmail.com. Leskohelp@gmail.com. So get your address or PayPal um, thing to Magic Mary so that we could send out money. Now, our big problem I personally have is the members are not picking up their money. Now that is just a sin. I don't know on whose part, their part, my part, or whatever. We try to contact them many different ways, and we still can't do that. And by the way, don't forget if you're a member of Let's Go Help too, you're automatically a member of Facebook. And if you can't get in, just leave us a message somewhere to make sure that we approve you. You have to go and ask for approval on the Facebook one, and uh, then you should be approved. Your name should already be in there, but sometimes we screw up or whatever. So make sure if you don't get automatic approval when you put your name to sign up for it, then you have to get us to approve it. So let us know that you're waiting to be approved, because for some reason your name should be in there and you should be approved. Okay. So you have to let us know. I mean, all this administration stuff is a pain in the ass. It'd be nice if everything worked nicely. So I think the best way to deal with everything doesn't work nicely is just be expecting it. Don't expect things to work nicely, because a lot of times they fucking don't. And then you get pissed off, and you waste time being pissed off because you have little you can do about it except wait. And then that creates anxiety, and maybe that's just an old man talking. But you're the only one that's approved my break ass. Oh, broke ass. Oh, I'm sure it's better than that. I'm just so uh, happy to read your words. I mean, that is, there's not a gift. I mean, at my stage of life, I just, there's nothing better than giving. And I'm so fortunate. I can wake up every morning and give as much as I want, as I can. And what is better than that? Don't you want to love as hard as you can? I mean, that's what we're supposed to do, right? And isn't it great to love as hard as you possibly can, not just a little bit? Yeah. So I think we should do the same with our talents. We should give our talents as hard as we can, and share them as much as we can with the rest of the world. So we got our love and our talents that are here um, to help others with, and to give to others. I mean, and for some reason we've got caught up in a society that thinks the opposite, and not giving but taking. And I guess that's nice because it feeds your ego or selfishness or whatever. And we all have that. But the real magic and um, the real joy in life is giving, not taking. And I don't know why that isn't obvious. It wasn't to me anyway when I was younger. Uh, and and I remember starting to feel that way. I remember when in-laws tried to give me money and stuff like that, or us as a couple money, and I used to, I used to be more too proud to take it and everything. So I would always refuse it. And then it occurred to me, boy, I'm depriving them of the gift of giving, and that's almost a sin. These people want to give because that feels so good, and they finally found someone they want to give to, and I won't take it. So that's a hurtful gesture, I feel, uh, because it deprives them of that gift of giving. Uh, 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 Stephanie says it's because you give and help that we are able to get somewhere where others just don't care. Well, it's hard for me to believe because I don't feel I'm doing anything different in life. It just seems maybe it's the technology that I'm able to express it this way better than I have, and just doing infomercials or what I have else in the past, which is again more or less superficial. Mark just asked, well, help. Okay, Samantha Nichols, who's Mark? I see. Mark Vincent. Oh, okay, I see. Gotcha. Sorry. I just not paying attention to the subject. Whatever. Boy, I wish I could. But actually, in aging, you have to do that more. And I'm just so grateful and don't have, it's hard to me express it. I flunked English in college, even though I have 2 New York Times bestsellers. I flunked English, so I'm not good with words. I'm good with expressions, maybe, and stuff coming from the heart. And then that about 40 or 50 or something like that, I start realizing it. Life is more about the heart than the brain. You got 2 things working for you, right? Your brain, you try to use that as much as you can. But then you forget about the heart, and your heart's smarter than your brain. I mean, all the great decisions come from using your heart, not from your brain. And to me, the brain is good to use because you see if there's something obvious, you're not running into a landmine or something like that. So you got to use your brain, but your heart rules, because you got to have that in play if you really want to do it, because anything that's usually difficult in life, and most things are difficult in life to me is a bitch. It doesn't work anyway the way you would like it to work. So you're constantly fighting that battle, and to get through all that, I think really takes your heart, because it takes more than you ever imagine. You just have to be picking your ass up again every day to do something new. Let's see, always helping others. Sure comes back to you tenfold. Well, it is now, Robin. I can't believe it. I was in a coma at 56. Thank God I'm still here. Wow. Is coma in New Jersey somewhere? Is that right outside Princeton, New Jersey? Oh, in a coma. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I made a bad joke out of that. Wow. Well, that's frightening. And I always thought is, when bad things really happen to you, at least bad. I've never been in a coma, anything that bad. That it gets you a better insight on life. The rest of us are chasing around shit. We don't even know why we're doing it. And when something bad happens that you have no control over, obviously, that it shows you more of what life really, really, really is. And that's what we have to be aware of. And it's so fragile, and that's why your heart, I think, is so much more important in life than all the other stuff that people keep score by. And it's too bad. And, it's not going to change overnight or whatever, but I think we all can change it a little bit where we are. And that's the best we could do. And keeps us with a fulfilled life. Community, yeah. Yeah, I never was much into community as I am now. I didn't know about it or think about it or whatever. I knew about kindness because my nature was that, but community, I mean, how we see, I mean, I see now that this, what we're building here, Let's Go Help, I see it's the community that's making this, not me. Maybe I ignited it or something, but it is, and now I look at shorter term, I'm not going to live forever. And even if I do and I can't be healthy, that doesn't sound fun anyway. Um, and but there's touched something here that I see now. It may be able to go on without me because of you guys. I mean, and yeah, self-organization, and that's in my mind now too, every day. I mean, and it's not to build something that makes a lot of money. I mean, that's what business is about. And I got an MBA, and that's what I was trained to do. Communities like a family are better, yes, because we all got a lot of family members that we're not too cool about, right? Uh, and it's a way to grow your heart. Say, I mean, I also feel that tire tech is very stressful. Wow. My dumb doctor, I got a stroke, and a stroke found a small white mass in the right side of my brain. Now the left side of my brain, and my job sent me a letter saying I didn't qualify for payments, trying to get grants for paying my bill. Danny, wow. Well, there are a couple of things there. Let me look into that. Danny, can you go on a Facebook and just cut and paste and start a discussion on Facebook so I could get, uh, uh, get you a bunch of places good. Make sure I know what state you're in so I could try to give the exact places. Excited about life again. God's amazing. Doctors told me I would never walk or be a mom. I was only 16. Screw them. I did both. Ah, Samantha, yeah. I mean, the experts really don't know. They're guessing. The problem to me, and that's fine because we're all guessing. But see, the experts don't tell you they're guessing. And that's the problem. Then you get pissed off at them because they're so pompous that they want you to believe they're right so they could charge you a lot of money. If they tell you they're guessing, I think they're afraid, oh, how can I charge these big fees if I'm only fucking guessing? Right. And so they have to come with such authoritative stuff so they could charge the big fees. And that's too bad. So I take every expert with a grain of salt. No, maybe something, maybe not. Let's look into it if it makes sense for me. And in doubt, then you have to discover the downside. Is this a downside? How am I going to hurt? What's the chances of that? Yeah, that's what it. I was into a horrible accident that led me into a coma. Wow, I'm paralyzed. And with God and determination, I'm now walking. Wow, that's terrific. Full service. My 30-year-old full service salon home, trucks, cars, everything. Now disabled, no fault of my own. And God is good. Now, what? Lost everything. My 35-year-old full service salon. Oh wow, 23-year-old full service salon, home, cars, trucks. Okay, Robin. Well, so I could get you one-on-one better. Here it's a little difficult for me. I'm going to lose this, and I'll forget to fucking come back. And I got too many things. Start a new one on Facebook, and just cut and paste and put this, and make sure I know your state, so I could shed some tears of happiness thinking about you coming through all this, and maybe I could help you. Because that really is my indicator now. If a tear is, you uh, building up, then something important here, because there's so much shit that we do in life that is just not important at all. And that's a pity, but that's kind of busy life we all live in. And there's hard to get around that. Unless you just turn off life, and that's yeah. I want to see the end of the movie. I don't know about you. Maybe interesting. Yeah. Uh, wow. Listen, guys, I'm gonna try to go out and do some exercise for the first time in a week. I think that's one thing that makes me miserable is not exercising, and so I'm gonna go out and see if I can do a few miles. Won't go to the gym yet. That sounds a little too stressful, but maybe I'll see how I feel out there. And I'm going to get some pastries for a couple in the building who um, I like. And what I do when I go out is go to, we got a lot of pastry shops around, and I like picking up little surprise pastries and putting them in front of people's doors. I was able to flip that switch of life. I was about to flip. Wow. See, Samantha, oh, goodness. I don't know what to do with all that wonderful emotion. I just can't believe another human feels that way. Uh, oh, God. Well, yeah, that's the link. Facebook groups, Let's Go Help. Just go there. For some reason, you can't get in. Just open your window and yell for Lesko, and I'll make sure it happens. And this is getting real wobbly here. Just finished meeting with a business development manager. See, that's a shy. I think that's what you got to do because you're going to go out and look for a grant. I mean, that's not bad, but it's probably going to waste time in the beginning because you have to understand what you really want to do more. You have to have somebody tell you about the possibilities of what to do and what may be better for you to do, or the way to do it is a better way, and you don't have to spend all this time looking for grants. I mean, I was looking for grants all the time or money to start a business, and then I'd find some money and start a business, and they all failed. Then the third time, I said, "Fuck, I'm not going to." When I had money for a business, it was just going to people that made money for me, yeah, and not to me. And I failed anyway. So why did I do that? So I just started my business without money. And certainly you can't do that every business, but most businesses you can. There's a way around it without money. So that's why, and then see if you can't get the money you think you need, you think the world's against you and doesn't want you to start a business. That's not true. You're not open-minded enough to see other ways to do it. And that's what it takes. And you see the people that start Fortune 500 companies are with a push cart. I mean, there's it's a heart thing again. Yeah. And that's what a friend of mine has 5 children, house burned down, insurance. I hooked her up with my knowledge, and she gave it, and she got keys. And, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Samantha, you just hang a shingle. Go on TaskRabbit and say you'll get people grants. See, look what you did. Don't charge a lot. So just to learn, do it for free even. And you find a way to make money doing it. See, you have a knack at doing this. And so you could do this. Yeah. And all you need is customers to help, right? And that's what it is with businesses. You need customers. You don't need a grant. So Samantha, you want to do business like this? Okay. You need customers. Okay. Okay. What do you want to do? Okay. You build a website. You spend money on marketing. You do all the things the gurus tell you how to do. And you spend $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 or whatever. And you'll get nothing. Okay. Here's another way. You go, where do people need this help? Okay. You could start a little platform like here, start a group, teaches people how to do this like I do. Or you go to these platforms that sell services. You put your service up there. People are looking for grants and you'll give it, whether it's Fiverr or something like that, or TaskRabbit. See, because if you're local and you know stuff local, TaskRabbit is good for local. So if people are looking for, like, how do I get buy a house locally or something like that. So in your area, so you just say, okay, for $20, I'll do a report for you and show you the sources and just see what happens. It costs you nothing to try. People are looking for that every day. And then and that'll teach you something about it. And because you'll get people say, oh, I don't want a house, but I want to know how to take care of a dog or something shit like that. Okay, let me get that for you. And now you got a business. It didn't cost you a penny because there's too many other ways to do that. I'm hoping to get an education grant. I'm still pondering on that one. So Anna, let me talk to you about that a little bit. I did it because that's what I'm supposed to do. Ain't gonna charge a friend. I understand. But other people who are not your friend would be happy to give you $20 if you could help them. Or you do it for $5 or whatever. It doesn't matter because you're not going to pay all your bills and start anyway. So what you really need is how to learn to get customers. I need a proof on failure. Okay. How am I going to know that? You're sending it now. What's your name on Facebook, Amy? Is it Amy Tant? Okay, I hope I remember. If I don't, I don't know how. Leave me a message here, I guess. So I approve this. Okay, Samantha, education, very important. Okay, but it's different kind now. The best 20s I've ever spent. Oh, see, people are, oh gosh, you're just talking to you. I'm just going to cry again. But let's talk about your education. Okay, it's important, whatever. But now it's important for you to, I think education is important for you to be able to support yourself and support yourself better and things like that. That's what education does. There's lots of ways to get education. Everybody thinks you need a degree. And I think we're coming to the realization that ain't necessarily so. So I'd be careful if you're just going to go and get a degree, or maybe not first, because okay, so you don't do a lot. See, I think what you could get a couple month training program to do something that could easily be paid you $40,000-$50,000 a year. So it's not a fortune, but it's a great start without getting a degree. And now there's even more programs out called apprenticeship programs that train you for a year or two, but you get paid. So you get paid like maybe $30,000 a year while you're learning this, and then you get a job at $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year after you finish training. No student debt. Say, so that's another way. Now it doesn't work for everything all the way. I would think then if you want to get a degree in sociology or something and figure out the world or whatever, you could do it after you're making 60, 70 grand a year instead of living below the poverty line and trying to do it and trying to make ends meet. So it may be worth getting, some short-term skills to make ends meet first as you get the education or the degrees or whatever it is that you want to do. Now, that's just an option. You have to make those decisions yourself. But that is, guys, my throat is going. I thank you both, Samanthas. Amy, Lesko Free Radio, send me something there if I forget to do something I was supposed to do. That's dangerous too, because I get thousands of stuff there. I'm going to, I tell you what, I'm going to open up my other computer right here, get on the Facebook, and make that lady happy. See, if I just could do this and get her happy, make someone happy, make just someone happy. Oh, let's see now. I forget they changed the rules on this. Let's see. Member requests. That's not that. Membership credit. Okay, member request, and the name is Tim, Amy Tim, A-M-Y. Oh gosh, a long button. Not coming up. I don't see you and T-A-N-T, Amy T. Wow. You sure that's your Facebook name, Amy? I see no tents. Okay, Amy, you better do this. The best way is to ask Magic Mary by email. Okay. Yeah, if you have trouble, yeah, because she's going to have to do it. I can't. It's above my play. Oh, now, I think I saw that, Amy. That's what it is. Okay, you look good. Found you, found you, found you. Found you, found you, found you. Okay. Samantha, no, thank you for your awesome. Mine says Glenda. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Oh, yes, I need coffee too. But I gave up with the caffeine a couple months back. And I just have one caffeine a cup a day if I do, and the rest is decaf, which is fine, but at my age, it seems wise. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate your kindness so much. There's just nothing better in the world to do than have kind people around. Marketing my book, yay! I've done a lot of that. It's a different ballgame now, but I'm getting some better ways to do it because I'm helping some friends with that too, and of getting coverage. Thank you, Emery. Love y'all. Love you guys too. Thank you. That's a word I really didn't use most of my life. Didn't know you could. Take care.